I vehemently dislike na meron sa buhok kong something. Ang usual hair ko kasi nakababa, like this, ito yun. Ito yung normal kong hair or at least kapag naka-conditioner, I don't know. Pero normally 'pag hindi ko ginagalaw, hindi ko ni-style, ito. Actually hindi, naka-bangs, may bangs pa, pero naka-part lang siya right now. Pero on point, nakaganito siya. Yan, parang ganyan. Ito ang normal kong hair, ganyan. Yoshida. Feel ko ako si Yoshida. Anyway, feeling ko ako si Yoshida. Okay, I'm being so cringe right now. I need to like lock in. Lock in. Lock in. No, ito yung nagagawa kapag wala si Jabez. Okay? Kapag wala akong kausap at ako lang mag-isa, these four walls talk to me. They talk to me. Beep, 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 beep. Sound effect ng Legend of Zelda. Hi, what's up? Welcome to Midnight Crisis. Here I am, back again with another episode. I'm gonna move the mic a bit kasi feeling ko ang lapit na sa face ko. Kailangan ko lumayo. And there we go. Get away from me. Here I am, XYNN, sign, EDSIGN. And nakita nyo, o kung naririnig nyo, ako lang ang voice for today. Yeah. Another yapping session na naman. And another video diary na naman from me. So, for the next couple of minutes to an hour, we'll see kung gaano ka-energetic ngayon dumaldal. I'm just gonna tell you about what's happening karakalaking sa side of this aisle of life. Basically, sa inyong mga viewing and or listening pleasures. Yeah, here I go again. So, yun yung theme for today's again. Like, I'm just gonna yap about stuff na nangyari sa this past week. Bagong ligo, as you can see, or ako kung nakikita nyo, imagine nyo lang basa yung buhok ko, so nakababa siya, and ganito lang kahaba, and I feel like need ko na magpagupit. Pero kung makikita nyo, every episode iba-iba yung style, and I'm kind of liking it talaga, yung waviness ng hair ko. Ngayon hindi, kasi nag-conditioner ako, which by the way, yun yung aking nakakahiya sabihin, nakakahiya admit, and nakakahiya sabihin out loud in public sa YouTube na kailangan ko ano yun. But growing up, ang ginagamit ko na sabon sa aking buhok ay sabon or Head and Shoulders na sobrang tapang or Sunsilk or Cream Silk or ito yung peak ng aking diring para sa akin, like looking back, nakakadiri or parang wala, literal hindi ako nagsasabon ng hair. So ang nangyayari, okay, kwento ko na lang. Ito agad yung una kong i-spill. So again, gusto ko i-shoutout ang aking ex nung high school. Kilala mo kung sino ka. Thank you so much. Nung junior high, right? Junior high, I think grade 8, 9 to 10, I think. 9 to 10. High school ay, you know, ang labanan doon ay sa maybe sa perspective ko, sa mga lalaki doon, lahat kami patpatin or karamihan patpatin, you know, like high school, you know, like skeleton figure talaga ako dati, sobrang payat ko. Tas ang lalaki yung uniform namin. I guess kasi public school, maybe something about it lang na, you know, maybe sa general group, friend group ko or sa general school, I feel like sa iba mas social na school, mas refined gentlemen. Pero sa amin, like lang, you know, kung ano naman right? Na, you know, may uniform ka pero sa loob kita yung kulay ng t-shirt mo, ganun kanipis yung uniform. You know what I mean? Like, may maka-basketball na nakakulay yellow, so kita, gets nyo? Basta yun yung pinipinta kong picture. Basically, so, yeah, basically ganun. Ang labanan kasi doon is yung buhok, hairstyle, right? Astig ka, you know, kapag, basta may certain hairstyle that time, maybe sa age na yun, or sa generation, or that time span, na, basta parang may hairstyle lang na, yung medyo spiky hairstyle, I don't know, or maybe that time, yun yung tingin ko na, orang cool pa for me. So, hindi ko siya na-achieve gamit yung gel, or gamit yung wax. Kasi dati, sobrang irritable ako sa wax, sa buhok. Parang naiirita lang ako. May something about it na hindi tama para sa akin, so hindi ko ginagawa. Wax or sa gel, ganun. Like parang ang lagkit or parang hindi ako komportable. Wait lang. Na-realize ko. Am I nasa spectrum or something? What the? Kasi na-realize ko bigla, ayoko ng mga may mga texture akong ayoko. Like parang, nagaganon ako. Maybe nga. Frick. I need to go to a doctor to confirm. Oh my God. Okay, wait lang. Nasabi tayo dun. Pero, I don't know, bigla nag-click sa akin kasi like, what the heck, oo nga no. Like, di ba hindi naman siya stereotypical, pero may mga ganong behavior, right? Na parang may certain sounds or voice or people. And at this point, may texture. So I feel like yung hair dati, ayoko talaga yun. Like, I vehemently dislike na meron sa buhok kong something. Na kung ano man. So anyway, questionable kung ako ba or not. But that time nung high school, yeah. So ang only way lang, ang usual hair ko kasi nakababa. Like this. Ito yung normal kong hair. Or at least kapag naka-conditioner, I don't know. Pero normally pag hindi ko ginagalo, hindi ko na style ito. Actually hindi, naka-bangs, may bangs pa, pero naka-part lang siya right now. Pero ang point, nakaganito siya. Yan, parang ganyan. Ito ang normal kong hair. Ganyan ako. So basically emo kid, ako yung parang si dun sa Chainsaw Man na meme. Ayan. Yoshida. Feel ko ako si Yoshida. Anyway, feeling ko ako si Yoshida. Anyway, okay. Or si Joker sa sa Persona. Kulay lang ako ng glasses, 'di ba? Ganyan. Oh, 'di ba? Persona. Ravage them. Okay. I'm being so cringe right now. I need to like lock in. Lock in. Ito yung nagagawa kapag wala si Jabez. Okay? Kapag wala akong kausap at ako lang mag-isa, these four walls talk to me. They talk to me and I can talk to them. Anyway, okay. So, ang dami nating segue. 6 minutes in, wala pang substance. So, ayun. So, yun yung buhok ko, pinapabayaan ko lang. So, that time, dahil nga ayokong mag-gel or something, ang na-unlock kong way para mas style and tumigas yung hair ko is just to do nothing. Hindi ako mag-shampoo, hindi ako mag-conditioner. To be fair, hindi ko I'm being very honest, okay? Sasabihin ko naman. Pero weirdly, okay, hindi ako nagsha-shampoo for 2 or 3 days, mga ganun. Sometimes, I think may dumaan ng 1 linggo yata hindi ako nag-shampoo at all. I think, okay? May or may not happen. May not have happened, right? But, okay. So, to be fair, I look cool. That's one. Okay? Aesthetically, I look cool. Second, yung jowa ko at that time, I don't know kung totoo to or not. Okay, baka sobrang bait lang niya, pure kind soul siya. Pero wala siyang naamoy. Bagkus. Ano ba yung English ng bagkus? On the contrary, there we go. Oh, wow. Mabango daw. May amoy. May smell ko or something. Meron kong essence na okay daw. Okay? So, hindi naman sa nag-flex or anything. Pero I'm just saying, yung natural smell ko, hindi manly. What am I doing to myself? Yung mga sinasabi ko word lang. Hindi siya in a bad way. There we go. Kasi like, you know yung amoy ng guys, right? Bakit ko? Hindi ko to sinasadya. I swear, I don't know what's happening sa air. Hindi ako naka-drugs. Kakaligo ko lang. Okay? Maybe I'm in a good mood or something ngayon. Or something. I don't know. Let me reset. Wait, ang gulo ko. So, ang dami ko sinasabing like words na may innuendo. So, ang point is, yung amoy ng guys kapag, yung usual amoy ng guys, especially nung high school, kasi puberty, right? Like, may stench na like humid. You know what I mean? Like, parang gano'n. Like, alam mo yun, pag may mga guys sa galing basketball or galing PE, right? Physical education. Pagpasok nyo ng school, alam mo, kulob. Or lalo pag nag-aircon, right? Kasi sa mga private school people dyan, alam niyo yung amoy ng guys. Maamoy niyo yun, tumapat sila sa aircon para magpatayo ng pawis, tas aasarin nyo or ainis. Uy, umalis ka nga dyan, baho mo. Alam niyo yung amoy na yun, right? And I'm really thankful. Ewan ko kung upbringing ko to or DNA or like, I don't know kung ano, or dahil maalaga yung aking mother sa akin, polvo ng polvo, may panyo. I'm that kid na lagi may panyo sa likod. Okay? I'm that kid. Pero I don't know, like, hanggang ngayon, actually, like, yung amoy ko, hindi ako ganun ka-smelly na person. I feel like, kasi hindi nga ako mabuhok. Like, I think nakita niyo naman like pag naka-tank top ako, like pag tinataas ko 'yung ano ko, hindi walang hair or kung may hair lang bilang lang siya parang si SpongeBob, right? Um, Gano'n. Hindi ako hairy na person, um, kundi dito lang, dito sa ano, like parang do'n ako thankful in a way na at least hindi ako sa kilikili mabuhok kasi do'n talaga nagta-trap 'yung amoy, alam mo 'yun, like so hindi ko ever nahahanap 'yung need na gumamit ng deodorant or mga gano'n. So, do'n ako thankful. Pero anyway, ang point do'n is hindi ko nahalagaan 'yung hair ko. Ba't tayo napunta sa hair topic? Bigla ko na-realize, what are we doing here? Kasi kakaligo ko lang sa hair ko. Anyway, tapusin natin 'yung topic na 'to. So, nandito na tayo sa train ride at hindi tayo makakalis. Okay, ito na 'yung topic natin. So, I guess 'yun. Ngayon lang ako this year, I think this year, last year, I think this year, na kasama na sa rotation ko yung conditioner. Kasi before talaga, shampoo lang talaga. Kung anong mahugot kong shampoo, kung ano man yan, kahit pambata, kahit yung may shampoo here na may design ng Spider-Man na pang kids. So, ang daming, diba? Ang daming chemical pang kids na pang Spider-Man, na pang body wash, and pwede rin siya pang hair. Kasi pang kids siya. So, ibig sabihin nun, hindi siya for adults gamitin. You know, I mean, pang hair, pero the adult hair dapat. Pero ginagamit ko siya kasi like, parang okay, wala nang shampoo here. Ito na lang gamitin ko. As in, ganun ako. Pero, I guess nga, yung this year shifted yung mindset ko na mas mag-style or mas maging aware sa ginagawa ko sa body ko basically. So like parang okay, ano yung kaya kong kontrolin na madali lang i-adjust. You know, yung mga ganun things na ano, nasa listahan mo. Okay, ito yung mga titingin ka sa mirror and parang okay, ito yung gusto kong i-adjust sa sarili ko. Sa physical lang muna. Like, syempre marami din sa like emotional, mental, you know, like behavioral. Pero like physically, okay, ano yung gusto ko i-adjust? So okay, yung hair ko. Okay? May gusto akong style sa hair, may gusto akong gawin sa hair, ganun blah blah blah. Pero, paano ko siya ma-achieve? So basically, YouTube, that's it. Style hair men, shampoo men. Gano'n lang. Tapos, syempre, ano mo, sasalain mo yung mga tingin mong tama sa'yo, tingin mong hindi, right? Hanggang sa, yun, nasala ako. Actually, may napanood akong video, may napanood akong weird na parang, hindi daw niya sinashampoo, mahaba yung hair niya, maganda yung style. Pero hindi, ang routine daw niya, hindi niya sinashampoo yung hair niya for a week. Hindi niya sinashampoo yung hair niya for a week. So parang naisip ko, wait, parang ako to nung high school meron bang merit doon? Kasi ang idea pala apparently is mali or masama daw pala na i-shampoo mo everyday hair. Eh ako growing up for 20 years plus, lagi ko, or at least, you know, for the majority of my teenage life, like parang shampoo. Kasi mainit sa Pinas, you know, pawis, kulob. So usually papahaba din ako ng hair. Or you know, like matagal ako bago magpagupit. So, you know, umiinit, right? So, ano nangyari, sinashampoo ko para maging komportable ako. So, yung Head & Shoulder, di ba, parang minty. So, parang, sarap sa hair. So, yun. So, mali yun. Kasi ang tapa ng Head & Shoulders, pinapatay yung hair ko. Kaya, ayun, like, marami akong white. Hindi halata here sa video, pero kapag tinapat ako sa maliwanag na araw, or dito, like, ayoko galawin yung setup right now. Pero pag tinapat mo yung hair ko, marami kang makikita ng white hair. Hindi super dami, pero ano na, may mga pronounced na uy, white hair yun na, makikita mo na siya talaga. So, I guess nasa DNA din namin to kasi ang dami namin ng white hair. Pero, ewan ko, parang I'm looking forward din in a way. Kasi like parang ang cool, ewan ko, may something cool about it na yung grayish hair. I don't know kung like yun yung magiging buko sa kabuuan. Pero we'll see. Anyway, ito na. Kung natutuyo na yung hair ko. So, need ko na siyang i-style a bit. So, ang ginagawa ko lang actually to style it. And na-compliment na naman ako the other day sa hair ko. Randomly lang. Nasa work lang ako and then sinabi lang ng isa sa akin na person na, your hair looks good. Bro, I feel like I'm doing the right thing. So, yung ano ba ginawa kong changes ngayon? Basically, bumili lang ako nung native. I think that's it. Native yung tatak niya. Ano siya? Vanilla. So, mabango. Tapos, ano ba yan? Dove? Yun nandyan lang na conditioner. That's it. Basically, ang ginawa ko lang sa hair ko, yung tamang dapat gawin talaga dapat sa hair is shampoo and then conditioner. Kasi before, natatagalan ako like parang, man, like, kailangan ko pa i-conditioner yung hair ko, what the hell? Pero ngayon, like, parang kasama na siya sa routine ko. And that's it. That's all it took para maging healthy ulit yung hair ko. Kasi like, grabe, sobrang freezing ng hair ko, sobrang tigas. Again, panoorin niyo yung episode 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ito, panoorin niyo yung last year episode. Yung March, April, May episodes. Nakita niyo ba hair ko that time? Pero, ewan ko, maybe ako lang nakakapansin. Pero ngayon, like, mas satisfied na ako talaga. And I feel like mas healthier na yung hair ko. Na, I feel like, wala lang, mas healthier na. You know what I mean? So, gusto ko siya i-flex kasi, kakaligo ko lang, basa pa yung hair ko, ini-install ko siya. And walang makakaget sa to na audio listener kasi pinag-usapan ko yung hair ko. Wala naman kayong nakikita right now. Anyway, I'll move on na. So, okay, segue na yun kasi topic lang para pang warm up, right? Feeling ko abot na tayo ng isang oras kalahati here. Okay, so, ano ba mga nangyayari sa akin? Wait, si Jabez muna. Update kay Jabez, I feel like, busy, personal shit. As far as I know, good stuff. Alright? So, huwag kayo mag-alala kay Jabez. Alive siya. Bakit walang guests? Honestly, I'm just been locking in sa side ng life ko. So, wala akong masyadong time to like reach out to people and talk to people and force them maging part ng Pinay Crisis, basically. So, the good thing about it though is ang daming kong experiences, socializing and stuff. So, like, I've been meeting new people and stuff and like, cliche, nabubroaden yung horizon ko as a person, parang ganun. So, ano ba? Pero, sadly, ang dami kong pwedeng i-topic. I guess, na lang, nag-isip ako right now, live, nakikita nyo live ko anong gusto kong topic. So, other than that though, maraming may gusto kong i-announce, personal achievement lang. Hopefully, maging personal achievement siya, pero we'll see pa. Pero baka ako nasa good mood kasi I've been like doing something na I feel like I'm getting the hang of it na, and I feel like kailangan ko lang mag-lock in more, and we'll see at the end of July kung ano ba yun, mag-grasp ko ba yun, and then gagawin ko siyang full-on episode or something kasi gusto kong kwento about it. Pero for now, yun lang, teaser lang na I've been doing that stuff. So, okay, I feel like gusto kong mag-yap about Broadway play. There we go. Spoil ko na agad. I've watched something earlier this week or last week na paano ba? Reinforce a lot of things within me and change me in a positive way. There we go. Wow, very So, ano ba yun? So, build up muna natin para may tension, right? So, I've been looking forward na to see since 2024 pa. Pero 2024 or early 2025 solely dahil sa word of mouth. Ako yung person, again, sa mga sumusubaybay, ako yung person na ayoko ng spoilers at all. Manonood ako ng movie without even seeing one frame ng trailer or teaser or poster. Just maybe poster. Pag interested ako sa poster, that's it. Or interested ako sa like, basta pag you just have to hook me with something. Basically poster. There we go. Poster or actor or something. That's it. That's all I need. Ayoko na malaman yung plot. Ayoko malaman wala akong gusto malaman story-wise. Just jump in. Kung pangit, hindi pangit. Kung maganda. Ganun ako. Yun yung ayoko masyadong Kaya hindi ako masyadong pupunta sa hype cycle. Kunyari, maybe pag Avengers, like, okay, tingnan ko Avengers or Spider-Man, that's it. Pero other than like most movies, like, okay, again, teaser. Gusto ko i-discuss yung Obsession and Backrooms. Specifically more yung Obsession. But, hanap talaga ako ng tamang person. Gusto ko may kausap ako for that. I won't do it justice na ako lang mag-isa. Kailangan may kabatuan ako doon kasi maraming topics na maganda yung perspective kapag may kabatuan. Anyway, maging episode siya in the future, I swear. Pero, katulad ng Obsession, like, actually, ang impression ko ng Obsession before is pangit. Kasi akala ko like, one of those horror movie cheesy shit. And then, that's a word of mouth, nagbago ang aking buhay. Dahil napanood ko siya. So, here naman, sa play na pinanood ko or gusto kong panoorin, yun lang yun. Solely because of that. Wala akong alam sa plot, wala akong alam sa kung anong nangyayari doon or kung musical ba siya or seryoso or sad or funny or experimental, weird. Like, wala akong alam. Alam ko lang, kailangan mong panoorin to hanggat nandito pa siya sa Broadway. Kasi like, yung Broadway right now medyo umihina kasi, tumataas ang bills here. And, economy, medyo yung money mo for entertainment lumiliit. So, Broadway, nagmamahal dahil sa cost. Like, it's just a domino effect. Kaya, yung Broadway isn't like katulad before na, wow, ganun. So, it took me a while kasi like, ang mahal ng tickets. Lalo na, nanalo sila ng Tony. I guess, kailangan ko ni-spoil. So, this past week, pinanood ko ang play called Maybe Happy Ending. Hindi planado yun. Nandito lang siya sa desk ko, by the way. Kaya meron akong like naisip ko, okay, ito na lang topic natin. There we go. Ito yung aking playbill. Maybe Happy Ending. I watched this. And it changed my life fundamentally. For the better. So, ano ba yun? Bakit ba? Sobrang hyperbolic ba ako? Hindi. I'm gonna gush, okay? So, bear with me. Actually, don't bear with me. listen to me. Okay, I'm gonna hold both your shoulders right now. There we go. Immersive 3D. And I'll look at you in the eye and then listen to me. If ever man, by some miracle or kung ano man mangyari, mapunta ka dito sa US or New York, please, I implore you, maybe happy ending, yun agad. Isama nyo sa plano nyo yung panoorin to, okay? So, there we go. Spoil ko na agad. Meron din actually na movie version nito na My Favorite Love Story at in title or something, Korean. So, inadapt din nila ito into a movie. So, kung yung story mapapanood naman in another way, right? So, anyway, there we go. Gusto ko i-shoutout yun kasi like may movie version pero hindi ko siya napapanood. Baka ito ipapanood ko after this episode na na-record ko ngayon. Ito yung, kasi nag-isip ako nung papanoorin ko mamaya. Anyway, wala kayong pake sa gagawin ko mamaya. Pake nyo yung maybe happy ending. So, maybe happy ending. So, pinanood ko to dahil lang sa word of mouth. That's it. Wala akong alam-alam. Wala akong kaalam-alam sa kanya. Even sa actresses, wala. So, gusto ko siya panoorin since last year pa talaga. Pero dahil sa costs and that time, life stuff, wala akong gana manood ng kahit anong stuff. Like, wala akong gana manood ng Broadway kasi hindi ko siya ma-enjoy. So, this July, this past ilang weeks na, every week nanonood ako ng Broadway. Accidental lang talaga. Yung isa nakita ko sa ad sa Instagram, of all things, of all like ano talaga na pwedeng mo meron doon $50 summer sale kasi like 4th of July or something like that. Dog Day Afternoon, yung Broadway adaptation ng Dog Day Afternoon movie ni Al Pacino, 1972 yata or something. So, ang gumanap is si John Bernthal, si Punisher guy, and si Ebon Moss something guy, yung sa The Bear, si cousin sa The Bear, si Richie. One of the best characters sa The Bear, by the way. Watch that. So doon ako na-peak kasi nakita ko yung poster nila, tapos yung $50, $50. So parang, like, okay, medyo may budget ako for that. So yun, edi nakapag-nood ako. Pero planado ko na yun since May or June. Nakabili ba akong ticket? I think nasa utak ko na siya, pero nakita ko lang na discounted na maybe happy ending kasi ang dating prices nun, like, imagine nyo guys, upo lang kayo para manood ng Broadway, okay? Ilang yun? $120 to $150. And yung seat na yun nasa taas ka pa. Okay? Magkano yun in pesos? I-convert nyo ngayon. By the way, update ko lang kayo. Ang conversion ngayon, 61 pesos na ang conversion. Hindi na 50. Kasi yun yung nasa utak natin, or nasa utak ko, for the longest time, right? 50 pesos. 60 na. Okay, imagine yun, 60. For $120 to $150. Manood ka lang ng Broadway. Hindi siya sulit, guys. Like, guys, walang ganong amount ng, wala akong papanoorin na ganon, basically. Kahit na, kahit Back to the, wala akong papanoorin na ganon. Even, especially sa, like, Broadway play na hindi ko naman alam, so, for the longest time, hindi ko siya pinanood kasi nanalo siya ng maraming Tony. Humakot siya sa awards, eh. So, like, parang, lalong lumakas yung, ko doon, napanoorin siya, right? Kasi parang, okay, mukhang, mukhang maganda. Kahit na, may doubts ako, syempre, back of my head, pero like parang, it's getting this much of a praise. Original siya, hindi siya from an adaptation or revival or, katulad ng Wicked or Cats, or hindi siya movie adaptation or from a book, hindi siya ganun. It's just an original play made, like, it's a play made for theater, right? So like parang, okay, very interesting kasi like parang ang daming, ang daming niyang elements na like pique my interest, basically. So, yun yung lore, yun yung background story. So, saan ba tungkol to? So, tungkol to sa dalawang, apparently, nalaman ko lang, minutes before mag-start yung play, kung saan siya about. And sa utak ko that time, na-spoil pa ako kasi, nung hinawakan ko to, finlip ko yung page. Saan ba akong page na spoil? I think finlip ko siya, and binasa ko yung, binasa ko lang kung, maybe happy ending. Itong page na to. Ang nakasulat here sa page, discover what it means to be human, even if they're not. And nainis ako. Kasi nung finlip ko siya, tapos parang, ganyan yung reaction ko that time. Kasi naisip ko, nandito na ako, nakupo na ako. Like, I was like, sobrang tagal kong narinig about this. Like, wala akong kaalam-alam kung saan siya about. And then, minutes before, bored lang ako kasi hinintay ko, syempre, mag-start yung play. Nakita ko yung tagline. Para sa akin, spoiler na yun. Ganun akong kalala sa spoiler, guys. Ganun akong kalala. Ayokong just, as much as possible, kung pwede, bulagin nyo ako. tapos ibalik nyo yung eyesight ko pag papanoorin ko na yung movie or kung ano man yung papanoorin ko or kung ano ipapakita nyo. Ganun ako gusto ko ma-keep yung first impression ko, yung first experience kasi lagi ko nasa utak yun. I don't know kung ba't ko to na-develop. Lagi nasa utak ko yun. I will only get to experience this once. I will only get to experience this for the first time once. There we go. I'm being more, nakalimutan ko yung word na yun. Pero, yun lang yun. First time ko na to ma-experience once. First time, siya, redundant. Pero, yun yung gets ko. Gets yun yung, ko. Anyway, yun lang. So, parang, okay, sana hindi siya spoiler. I mean, of course, hindi siya spoiler kasi yun yung tagline no. Pero sa utak ko, like, parang ganun ako eh. So, okay, nalaman ko na hindi sila totoong humans. Okay. So, wala, so medyo na sa sarili ko, hindi sa story but sa sarili ko lang kasi like I went this far, sana dapat wala. Pero anyway, yun yung point ng story, right? So, edi na-continue na siya. And then, paano ba to? Paano ko pasisimulan yung ko? I'm just gonna gush, wala tong direction. I'm just gonna say it. I guess yun lang, halata naman, it's been almost 30 minutes, wala pa akong sinasabi. Puro lang, preamble. Ang ganda niya. Super ganda niya. I laughed, I cried. I had fun. I hoped, like parang yung hope ko tumaas. It's just like every positive emotion na feel ko, and I came out of yung anbang theater to, Velasco. I came out of Velasco Theater refreshed and, wanting to like, I wanna live! Yung parang sa One Piece, right? Parang ganun yung na feel ko. Sobrang positive niyan. Sobrang positive vibes. Just brings an energy na sobrang sincere, sobrang down to earth, sobrang grounded kahit na fantastical yung themes or fantastical yung premise kasi para silang robot na so tagal ko sinabi bago yung premise nung play. Para silang robot, babae lalaki, Oliver and si Claire na sila defunct na. Lumang model sila. Helper bot 5 si girl, helper bot version 3 si guy. So mas luma si guy, right? And merong this parang apartment or complex na nandun yung mga retired na helper bots. Yun yung tawag sa kanila. And there we go. They spend the rest of their lives hanggang sa mag-breakdown sila doon. Basically, parang it's, home for the aged for them, right? And ang goal or ang push, ang narrative thrust nung story is may owner si Guy, si Oliver, yung Guy robot na may owner siya and naghihintay siya for I think 10 years or 12 years para bumalik yung owner niya. Yun yung akala niya or yun yung yung sinabi sa kanya na babalikan kita. And ganoon siyang ka-patient, ganoon siyang ka-loyal sa owner niya. Until one day, na-meet niya si Claire. Kumatok si Claire sa pintuan niya for the first time in like a decade plus na magka-neighbor sila kasi nalolobat na kasi kailangan nila mag-charge, nalolobat na si Claire, si robot girl kasi yung battery niya is malfunctioning na. Humihina na yung battery cell daw niya, so and hindi na daw gumagana yung charger niya, so nanghiram siya kay girl. And yung trust ng story. Nag-iipon si Oliver para puntahan si James, yung kanyang owner. And there we go. Yun yung story basically na parang pupuntahan nila para siyang road trip film in a way. Na magkasama sila kasi si girl gusto naman ni girl makita yung fireflies. Or ano sinabi ni Oliver about sa fireflies? Tiny robots, ganun. Tiny insect robots. Anyway, so yun lang ayoko na spoil, that's it. Yun ang idea. And nanghihinayang ako sabihin ko ano yun. Ayoko talagang spoiler, so ayoko rin kayo may spoil, pero parang may idea kayo sa papunta story, right? Si Guy naman walang wifi. So ang idea is like nagtulungan sila para mapunta doon sa Jeju Island kasi like parang paano pupuntahan ni Guy yun kung wala siyang like navigation, 'di ba? But siguro naman may navigation pero walang charger. So like may like parang sila naging codependent in a way. Oh man, just okay, I'm just gonna gush. Okay, wala nang structure to or something. This episode is gonna be about this. So I really love this story, man, kasi sobrang I don't know, like I'm a hopeless romantic. Karami ng films na gusto ko, karami ng mga stuff na like tippy top of my like sa media or literature, even like parang puro love stories, puro rom-com, man, like involves love agad. Involves love lagi or parang a dynamic between two people, like two people or more, basta it's about love. Hindi siya dapat sexual, hindi lang siya sexual or like romantic love. or actually maybe mostly romantic love eh. Pero it's just yung idea lang love, man, just fucking bro, like again yung parang one of the best horror films na napanood ko is about or hindi siya film, show, Haunting of Bly Manor. It's about fucking love, bro. Like parang it's scary, right? Pero ayoko ng scary things. Yun nga like that yung show na yun is going against everything na like I usually do or I usually watch. Pero like boom, nag-skyrocket siya into one of my favorite like parang shows kasi ang dami it's just ayoko spoil din yun. Anyway, ang point ko, yun yung mga things, man. Like parang yung dynamic interaction, yung usapan ng dalawang tao, yung banter. I feel like yun yung love language ko din. I don't know if may possible sixth love language, right, or something. Pero like yung banter, yung playful teasing, yung it's just something, nandun yung connection kapag cliche sabihin or cheesy, pero when you finish each other's sentences or yung thoughts, or kapag in sync kayo when it comes to like sa nangyayari or sa nakikita nyo, kapag you feel like may connection na more than yung emotional connection, right? Parang gano'n, like parang yun yung weakness ko, man, when it comes to media. So again, yung one of my favorite films ngayon, Palm Springs, right? Like it's just something like yung chemistry nila dalawa doon sa movie na yun, tsaka of course yung dynamic, yung dialogue. So ito may happy ending, man. Like sobrang talagang again yung jokes are ito yung thing here, okay? So napanood ko yung Dog Day Afternoon before this, a week before, right? Good actors, right? Adaptation ng film, alright? Pero bro, ito yung tendency kasi ng mga Broadway, or napapansin ko lang kasi I've been, watching na yung Mamma Mia din. I guess Back to the Future, the musical, like 2 years ago almost. Ang tendency kasi nila gawin is like, gawin nilang parang humor. Alam niyo yun, yung ganong yung parang may humor na laugh. Parang kulang na lang may sign na tatawa ka na here sa moment na to. Yung parang binigyan yung scene ng moment dead air sa characters, and yung characters are even aware na funny siya. You know what I mean? So parang laugh, guys, laugh. So ganun yung tendency ng Broadway na feel ko. And hindi ko siya personally cup of tea. I like tumatawa din ako. I understand din yung intention, and pero alam mo na-taken out ako sa experience, right? Kasi pag nanood ako ng play or movie or anything, like gusto ko ma-immerse, gusto ko like mawala sa world, gusto ko makalimutan na nakaupo ako sa room ko right now. Parang ganun yung gusto ko. Pero yung mga ganung sometimes, like kapag may joke na hindi naglan, or kapag may scene na like parang intended talaga na tumawa ka, or kumbaga nakikita mo yung parang Matrix, nakikita mo yung code ng sa mata mo. Ganun yung nangyari sa akin, parang tatawa pala ako here. And, joke pala yun nung sinabi ng character. Parang ganun. Nawawala ako kasi biglang oops, hindi ko na siya na-perceive as na-perceive ko na siya more so as yung hindi na yung nakikita ko in front, kundi yung gustong makita ng mga nagsulat at the back. Basically, yung writers, directors, yung intentionally nakikita ko. Hindi na yung pinapakita nila sa akin. Nakikita ko na yung string sa puppet, basically. Parang ganun. So, parang minsan, nawawala immersion ko, right? Pero itong maybe happy ending, bro. Like, deserve niya lahat ng awards kasi I think talagang I think at one point, ito yung very weird meta thing, pero naging aware ako, na-immerse ako, so lalo ako naging immerse. Parang ganun. Like, hindi ako na-taken out of my immersion dahil naging aware ako, na-immerse ako. Lalo ako na-immerse kasi na-feel kong I'm immersed. Na parang, so, naging aware ko, nagugustuhan ko siya, and I'm so immersed right now. Please keep going. Parang ganun yung sinabi ko at one scene. May isang scene doon na like, please keep going. Please don't drop the ball. Kasi yung kinakatakot ko, like, everything na like, I feel like papunta na sa great, like, yung Isa Pa with Feelings, another movie I recommend. Palm Springs, another movie I recommend again. Ano ba, sabihin ko yung isang movie, 12 Angry Men ba, na-feel ko yun? I feel like yun din, na-feel ko din yun, na parang merong point sa gitna, or may scene, basta may point na nasa gitna or something, na parang sasabihin ko out loud, or even sa sarili ko lang, na please don't drop the ball. Please take the landing. Kasi this is great. Laging yun, like parang may awareness ako bilang what's happening right now is something na like, I really like, it clicks in the right places, it hits me, like, eto na, it's so close, natatakot lagi ako, may fear ako na baka pangit siya. You know, like parang maybe sa pagmamahal din niya. Na-connect sa real world din. So sa ano, kapag nafe-feel mo na parang this is too good to be true, parang merong kutob sa sarili mo na parang tama ba to? Parang ganun, parang kinakabahan ka or bigla kang magda-doubt sa experience mo na parang ano ba to, like, tama bang panghawakan or like, alam mo yung mga ganung moment. So, yung na-feel ko sa Maybe Happy Ending na nandito ba ako sa point na madi-disappoint ako pag sa dulo. Parang magugustuhan ko yung gitna pero sa dulo like may fear. Nagkaroon ako ng fear na ganun. So, I kept going, of course. Like, yung jokes, bro, yung jokes is like parang hindi siya yung ganun ka. Like, it's just yung jokes that like, it just fits the characters. Yung actors like did their job so well. And yung humor, hindi siya cringy. Yun like, hindi siya cringy. Like, ang hirap i-explain. Pero minsan kasi, especially sa Dog Day Afternoon, bro, like, may mga scenes na like, as in, hindi, napa-facepalm ako kasi funny yung nangyayari. And natawa naman ako, pero na-disappoint ako kasi, alam mo, like, yung movie kasi is already funny, yung movie. And yung humor ng movie, yung Dog Day Afternoon, is like parang British humor in a way na hindi yung parang tawa ka. Like, nakakatawa yung scenario, pero yung characters within the film are taking yung situation seriously. So, kumbaga natatawa ka sa nangyayari sa kanila, pero hindi necessarily sa kanila. Parang ganun. Kasi sobrang bad luck talaga yung mga nangyari doon sa film. I recommend watching that, by the way, yung Dog Day Afternoon. So, nung pinanood ko yung Broadway version, na-disappoint ako kasi akala ko mas serious, mas gritty, you know, like yun yung tsaka hindi naman to musical yung Dog Day Afternoon. Hindi siya ginawang musical, ginawa lang siyang like Broadway adaptation basically. So stage play. Pero may mga scenes na parang alam mo yung i-offend ko yung past version ko tsaka yung mga naka ko. Parang siyang college play na alam mo yun like parang hindi siya professional na atake sa story or sa material. Like parang mag-isip tayo ng humor here kasi masyadong seryoso yung scene or something. Like bro, may isang scene doon sa movie hindi siya big deal. Hindi naman medyo maliit na spoiler pero may character na naiihi. Okay, naiihi lang yung character. So, nireklamo lang niya doon sa bida kay Al Pacino na gusto kong umihi. Hindi mo ko pa ihihin, ihi ako dito. Sige ka, parang ganun. Parang ano lang siya, very hectic, chaotic scene na parang kailangan i-manage ni Al Pacino yung situation while may nangyayari somewhere. Parang, basically, parang gano'n lang. Like, naka-add lang siya sa stakes nung nangyayari sa kanya. But ang funny kasi, like, parang ang tapang kasi ano sila, bank robbers. So, ang tapang nitong bank teller na to para sabihin out loud na naiihi ako, paihihin mo. Like, parang, ang funny nun si Ryan, right? Like, nandun na yung humor doon. So, matatawa ka. Pero doon sa adaptation, I don't know kung ba't nila to ginawa. As in, ako na-cringe ako. Like, parang, napaganon yung face ko na, natatawa ako. Pero like, mas nangigibabaw yung, why did they do this? Like, yung character, pinaihi, pumasok siya sa CR, and then nag-moan yung bank teller. Nag-moan for a minute! Bro, 1 minute nag-moan. Habang umiihi siya, so naririnig mo yung ihi, yung sprinkle the dew. And then, syempre hindi ako magmo-moan sensually, okay? Ayoko gawing ASMR tong episode na to. Pero basically ganoon yung tapos nag-react yung nag-pause lahat ng characters, nakatingin na lahat ng characters sa CR. Walang nagsasalita. So, parang ito na yung point ng tumawa ka guys, tawa kayo audience. Syempre may mga natatawa. Pero like parang natawa ko sa una and then they kept going and going and going hanggang sa nag-comment yung characters na bakit siya nagmo-moan? Kasi may condition siya. We can hear you, you know? Like, bro, like, the joke just kept going. Like, marami pang joke na ganun. I'm just disappointed lang. Okay, I was pretty warm on it like sa first week na parang, you know what, hindi ko gusto ko yung film, gusto ko yung adaptation. Nag-create sila gumawa sila ng creative liberties to change the story in something ganun or to modify it a bit para bigyan ng character this character, mga ganun, like, okay, na-appreciate ko yun, pero hanggang yung napanood ko Maybe Happy Ending, na-solidify sa auto ko na ang disappointing nung Dog Day Afternoon na play. It's just like like it's like na-exaggerate yung mga hindi dapat i-exaggerate na moments and yung mga moments na dapat i-exaggerate hindi nila in-exaggerate. Parang like it just para sa akin, it made the wrong choices for yung comedic beats and yung mga serious beats hindi na masyado nabigyan ng attention that it deserves. So lahat ng criticism ko sa Dog Day Afternoon, wala kang nakita sa Maybe Happy Ending kasi they just handled everything right. It's just, I cannot gush about it enough. Ano ba, mag-Wikipedia spiel ba ako dito kung saan siya galing ko nung lore niya? I guess i-shoutout ko yung creators here, wait lang. I just gotta shout them out, man. Uh, so like itong Maybe Happy Ending is hindi matagal na to eh. Nag-start lang to sa Broadway nung 2024. So bago lang siya or 2020, I think 2024. So pagdating ko pa lang here, right? Basically like parang ano na siya. Kasi 2024 ako dito dumating. So sobrang bago lang niya. Pero ang dami na agad niyang ang lakas na agad ng word of mouth, 'di ba? To the point nga na parang meron this ano na nagpipit ang interest ko. And lalo siya lumakas sa 2025 pero wala nga akong energy for that. So this year, like parang anyway, ang dami ko gusto sabihin. So again, babasahin ko lang. Kailangan ko i-shoutout out loud, right? Like, etong Maybe Happy Ending, it's actually a South Korean na story. Matagal na to. Hindi to 2024 lang na-develop. Matagal na tong piniplay sa Korea. I think 26 ito. Yeah, tama ko. Diba? Hindi ko pa binabasa. Medyo kasi like, nag-research historical spree nung pag-uwi ko na parang, what the heck happened here? Sino nagsulat? So, ito ay gawa ni Hugh Park and music na kinompose ni Will Aronson. So, nagtulungan sila for the English version or I think nagtulungan sila for most of it. I think so, yeah. Ayun, nakasulat here. Both Park and Aronson. So, Hugh Park and Will Aronson. So, it's a collaborative effort. This is just an excellent, like, ulit-ulit lang, excellent na play. Matagal na siya. 2016 pa siya nagpe-play sa South Korea with different variations sa story. And hanggang sa like, nag-create siya ng sasabihin ko sana credentials, accolades, hanggang sa, nakuha siya for, ganun siya kalakas to the point na nakuha siya for Broadway. Napili siya for a Broadway adaptation. And it's just something lang na like, parang nakita ko yung Korean version kasi nasa YouTube siya somewhere, makita mo yung version ng I vastly prefer yung Broadway version kasi medyo may change sila sa atake nila sa story ganun. I feel like ito yung iterative process basically ng every like creative arts or media, right? Like there comes a point na like you have this story na nandun yung DNA, nandun yung foundation, right? And na it'll be good. This is gonna be good. Pero like parang yung execution mo is different, right? I feel like yun yung nangyari here na yung 2016 version or yung versions na nasa Korea is like yung story na yun is nandun yung same story, nandun yung same beats, same na nangyari, pero how it happened, how siya deliver, iba yung tone, iba yung ordering of the events, yung emphasis sa story is different. So like parang when you are given a chance to do it all over again, right? Now with the benefit of hindsight, dahil parang syempre nagawa mo na siya, na put out there mo na, so meron ka nang naririnig na ibang criticism, opinion, feedback from other people, and in-implement mo siya. I feel like yun nangyari sa Broadway version na kumbaga parang ito yung we could have made this stronger ganun. I feel like this is just a champion of everything na like I personally like believe, or yung parang yung weak spot ko yung weak spot ko when it comes to like sa creation of like art na parang it's just something na like lalo ko siya nagustuhan after kasi of course like, nalaman ko na may past version pala. It makes me like yun nga like really like fuel ko talaga to like do something, like to live and like to create kasi like this play, man, gusto ko ipakita ulit. This nasa YouTube yung play. Alright, I'm gonna shout it out. Of course, nasa lower quality kasi nirecord siya sa phone or sa camera. Pero kaya nyo to technically panoorin sa YouTube. The whole of it. It's just wala tong intermission. Yun yung na mind-blowing thing na like, yun yung nakatulong para ma-immerse din ako. Kami lahat. Wala siyang intermission. It's just for 2 hours ba? Yung, like, it's just something like everything na ginawa nitong play na to hits the right beats for me. It's just like, wala akong, paulit-ulit sinasabi ko. I just like something lang na, I'm just mind blown na it's just a positive story about two unlikely entities na against all odds, alam mo yun, like, made something of nothing, from nothing, basically, right? Yung concept of love for them, it's just something like parang you're a robot, you're an android, like that's something na hindi definable and masyadong abstract for a ones and zeros kind of individual or a construct. Pero in their own yung sa sarili nilang definition, sa sarili nilang way, they showed how to love, and in a way na-reflect nun yung humanity, na-reflect back to us, right? Parang I feel like yun yung parang the best kind of art, or yung the art that really like speaks to me is yung when it reflects back, syempre, sa personal experiences ko and like sa life I've lived through, and it's just yung language ng story and sa characters, like kumbaga may music like this tattoo, right? Itong tattoo, like yung Unfold ni Porter Robinson, like may mga choices there, yung lyrics, yung how it was sung, alam mo yun, like parang it spoke to me. So parang ito, maybe happy ending, it really like parang at the core of it, merong scene doon in the middle na reveal sila, and I just cried, bro. I just cried. And yung mga katabi ko din, may katabi ako nasa harap, mga kids, may ingay, rambunctious, right? Ang nakakapiko na actually, kasi gusto ko, before mag-start yung play, tahimik lang, gusto ko i-observe yung environment. Pero ang ingay nila, nagpo-phone sila, ang liwanag, tumatama sa mata ko, nakakainis. Nung nag-start yung play, hanggang ending, tahimik lang sila. And I think I heard na may mga sniffle, kasi nakakayak grabe, like, may mga taong tumayo agad the moment na like, as in talagang, ako like, eto yung nakakatawa, like, ako yung, natapos na yung play, like, ako yung, okay, gusto ko to eh, as in, wala, sabi siya yung magagas siya, walang direksyon eh. May scene doon, umiyak na ako, right? Tumawa na ako, umiyak ulit ako, tumawa ulit ako, and then umiyak ulit ako. By bandang dulo, may scene na nangyayari na may iyak ka na. Yun yung intention ng scene. Naiyak ka na. May mga naiyak. May mga katabi ako naiyak. Oh, sorry. Pero ako, I feel like hindi naman sa natapos na o naubos na yung luha ko. Kumbaga parang nagets ko na yung core, kasi like, alam mo, parang syempre, nakita mo ni story ko sa pupunta. Nakita ko na ako sa siya pupunta, right? So, nung nangyayari ni Sinel, parang okay, medyo sad, nakarelate ako. Actually, in a weird way, nakarelate ako there. Oh yeah, I kinda get it. Kasi may kanta na, basta, yung ano ba ayun, yung when you're in love, you're the loneliest. Parang, okay, alright, this song was made for me. Yun pa lang, yung una ko narinig pa lang yun, interesting. Kasi tinitry nilang i-define kung ano ba yung love. So, listen to that song, When You're in Love, yun yung title. And Why Love, dalawa. Like, weird, like, anyway. So, ang ganda lang ng song na yun, kasi like, yun yung parang emotional high nila. Like, parang, eto na yung definition nila both of what love is, right? Like, parang, how they experience it in their own way. So, may nangyayari ng scene, like parang mayroon silang realization about each other and themselves. And that time, nakakayak siya, pero ako like, hindi ako naiyak. Pero okay, I get the scene, gotcha. Hindi ako naiyak dun sa song actually. Na ano ko lang, nakarelate lang ako. Pero like, okay, gets ko yung meaning ng song, ganun. So, akala ko tapos na yung play. Kasi like, nangyari na yung scene and then that's it. Like parang, nasuot ako, this is a great play. This is a great story. This is like, kung matapos here, medyo disappointed kasi I feel like they could have done more or they could do more, a bit more. Parang ganun. Like, kasi like, yun, by the way, iniisip ko to very fast. As in, kasi nangyayari scene right now. So, ano to, like, nanosecond kung dumadaan sa isip to yung mga thoughts na to. Like, it is a great play. I feel like kung mag-end here, okay lang. Sana hindi pa mag-end yung mga ganun, right? Pero, okay. It's great. It's great. And then, bumukas ulit yung lights. So, akala namin lang, okay, tapos na. One more scene. Oh, okay. It's going on. All right. Like, okay, they're gonna do something. I think yung, bro, I mean, hindi ako malapit na ako ma-tear-eyed right now kasi like, biglang just now, na-live ko yung experience again. So, no. Pero like, alam mo yun, like, but when yung isang character doon, may sinabing line, I think, yung line na yun, I swear, sobrang core memory ko na to, yung theater, nag-gasp. Like, as in, kasama na ako doon. Kasi sobrang reactive na din ako. Like, at that point, parang, maganda na rin ako. Kasi ganun ang ka-immerse yung audience talaga. As in, this is the first time na like, lahat kami lock in. As in, nung sinabing character, basta yung may character doon, may sinabi siyang line na like, really, that's it. That's all. Yun yung parang hinahanap ko. Yun yung fear kong wala. Yun yung final sauce, yung secret ingredient, yung final period sa paper para mag-lean back ka and maging satisfying story. Like, they did it. Hindi ko in-expect. That's how, pwede siya alam mo, like, it's just like, brother. And then, boom! Umiyak na ako. Like, parang, yep. So, umiyak na ako nun. Tapos na yung play. Siyempre, umiyak pa ako kasi parang, oh my God! They hit it in the park. Tama, na-disney na landing. Tapos, lumabas na yung actors. Tapos sabi ko, wait lang, hindi pa ako ready. So, yung experience ko. Like, parang, wait lang, gusto kong pumalakpak, mag-picture. Gusto ko lang, wait, give me a second. Ganun yung nangyari, legit. So, may mga katabi ko, like, parang nakaganon. Yung nakaganon kasi, like, parang kailangan nilang, ako din, kasama ako din, wait lang, pwede bang 30 seconds, wait lang. Ako moving. Parang ganun, wait, no, wait. Parang ganun meme, like, sandali lang. So parang ako like parang wait lang. Okay, tatayo na kasi tumatayo na lahat. So parang it's just like what a magical experience that night kasi like as in talagang what a show, what a story, man. Again, pwede niyo panoorin yung movie version. We made the love story ba yun? My favorite love story yung titled Korean version, or panoorin niyo sa YouTube yung digital pirata. Makuha naman yung gist, yung idea, okay? Or kahit ano, wag niyo please just hindi alam ko hindi kasi siya accessible, of course, like, you know, like hindi naman siya. Panoorin niyo yung movie, like hindi siya ganoon kadali. Kailangan mong punta sa US, sa New York, sa Velasco Theater, sa Broadway Street. Parang ang daming kailangan mangyari para mapanood siya live. So ayun na lang yung consolation, yung pakinggan niyo yung OST. Yung version sa YouTube or yung movie version, right? It's just I'm just floored. I'm just like blown away. So what they did, and it deserves all the awards. Yung alam mo yun, like na feel ko yung paglabas ko, even habang pinapanood ko siya, na yung the time it took for every dialogue na mag-make sense, mag-mean something, na funny, and may substance, may theme, every, like, iniisip ko right na yung mga nangyari, like, parang, it connects to this, connects to that, like, must have taken a long time, and it did. Like, that time, napapanood ko siya, wala akong alam sa production na to before I watched this, pero, naging aware ako sa isang scene, while yung dalawang characters were talking, na, ang tagal nito, this took a lot of time, para mapunta to sa version na to. Yun yung naisip ko, na parang itong dialogue na to, I'm sure na inabot to ng matagal na deliberation na process para bago to mapunta here. And, you know, 2016 pa pala to. Diba? Like, it's just something na yung polish. Yun, what a very polished, very poignant, sobrang personal sa akin, meaningful, nag-shut up siya, yung songs on loop, plan ko bumili ng vinyl, okay, kung may budget na, yung vinyl, it's just the OST, yung songs, yung Why Love, When We're in Love, yung mga songs, man, it just what an achievement, what a human achievement itong story nito. Basically, like, it's just like para sa akin, it hit all the right boxes. It tells a really great story about love and connection and ano ba, hindi sabi ko saan, codependency, relationships, hindi lang about sa romantic relationship kundi sa parental, familial, grabe. I don't know if I said anything kasi I just gushed and like and my way through this episode. Again, wala kayong nalaman na plot detail kasi ayoko talaga magkwento. Ayoko sabihin. Again, accessible siya if hanapin niyo lang sa internet. Mapapanood niyo siya in some form, some way. Hindi in the same way na napanood ko siya, pero mapapanood siya, and I feel like at least it deserves na mapanood in that way, right? Or in a way na like at least mapapanood pa rin siya, you know. Makukuha niyo pa rin yung story, right? Yun yung important din kasi it's just grabe. What a play. So ngayon, I think one of those kasama sa Obsession, I think kasama din sa Palm Springs in a way, or sa if it's 12 Angry Men. It's just yung mga one of those things, art para sa mga yung, you know, sa play, movie or show or ano man, na ito na yung standard. Like after mapanood mo siya, after mo ma-perceive, after mo makuha sa'yo, sa sarili mo, ito na yun eh. Ito yung magiging standard sa'yo na like everything else na makukuha mo after this or my experience mo, mako-compare mo siya lagi na, but it wasn't like this. Or hindi siya i-compare sa story or something. Kumbaga yung execution, yung atake, yung polish, yung performances, yung quality, alam mo like, meron ka ng seal of quality na ito na yung parang ano mo, threshold mo. Right? So, kasama na siya doon. Ito na yung Broadway threshold ko para sa akin na like, of course, like parang may mga Broadway na parang hindi naman, mga walang song, mga ganun kami-kami. Pero, this is one of those, man, na just like, there's no excuse. Like, like, this is an original story, original lahat, hindi siya galing sa source material, something like, I don't know. I'm just, lalo ko naman mga sa mga ganun stories na, talagang galing talaga sa individual, right? And like Minol and Sinead throughout the decades na nabuhay sila, yung experiences nila like led to this creation, 'di ba, na it's just you feel it, like kahit na dalawang robot, di naman nag-exist right now yung ganitong klaseng sophisticated version ng robots, right? Pero na deep inside nandito yung pinagdaanan ng creator, right? Or yung lived experience niya or nila, it bleeds through the story in a good way, right? Nakikita mo yung passion and yung yung pag-push, yung pagtell ng story. Wala lang. I'm just like, I just want to gush about this. I just feel good. Life is amazing. Life is amazing. It's just something na I don't know. I'm maybe I'm overhyping it. No, actually, ito yung thing. Like, and after that, ang dami ko nabasa na yun yung meme ng fan base ng Maybe Happy Ending na masyadong like sobrang overrated na daw. Yung joke na sobrang hina-hype siya kasi dahil nga sa word of mouth. Ako personally, kaya ako to dahil sa word of mouth, 'di ba? So ganun siyang ka-hype na kahit hindi ako masyadong tapped in sa Broadway scene or sa Broadway fan base, casual lang ako, narinig ko rin siya and marami din nag-recommend na ito yung panahon ko. So, ibig sabihin na like, ganun talagang kaingay or ina-hype itong production na to. Pero like, lagi nasa utak ko that time before na parang, will it live to the hype? Like, hype lang ba to dahil like, keme-keme? Pero hindi, it did. And I get it now. Kasi ganun ako right now. I'm speaking like parang like parang tinatry kitang indoctrinate, to a religion or something na hindi kino-convince kita. Hindi, actually, like, believe this. Believe me. Parang ganun. You'll be saved kapag, mo to. Parang, yeah, it's just like, and ito, right now, like, binasa ko kasi nasa mata ko. Gusto ko na basahin to. In 2014, si Hugh Park was sitting in a coffee shop in Brooklyn, New York, when he heard the song Everyday Robots by Damon. Si Damon Albarn. Gorillaz. And yun din yung parang this past year, very invested ako sa Gorillaz. Na I'm gonna watch them sa September. I'm excited. Pero anyway, like, brother, what a small world. What I don't know, man. It's just, oof. I'm spent. I'm remembering it. Kanina munti ka na ako ma-teary-eyed. Nafe-feel ko na mabubuo yung tears sa mata ko. Kasi nag-reminisce lang ako sa moment na yun. Biglang gumano na yung heart ko, right? It's just like something like I'm very optimistic. Like parang after everything personal, okay, ano na to, lore or sharing vulnerable stuff. After ng personal shit na nangyari sa akin last year, with the breakup and everything, with the sa family stuff, family stuff. Tsaka sa it's just yung condition ko last year talaga, it's just something na like parang ang dali lang maging cynical, it's the easy way, parang the dark side of the force, diba? Sa Star Wars, like it's the easy way to like hate people, to hate yourself, to hate your situation, and just like fuck it, I hate it. Parang like just so easy, like yun like, and hindi ko naman invalidate yung sarili ko that time or yung sa mga taong na-experience yung mga ganitong experiences, right? Pero like sobrang it's a common trapping eh. It's the usual trapping kapag may pinagdadaanan kang mahirap na blame the blame game, right? Blame the system, blame yourself, blame other people, blame your environment. And you can just point to any point sa kahit anong, point your finger at anything, anyone. And just, yun yung sinisasalo ng rage or ng frustration, right? And it's just something like this year, like parang the mental shift, yung yung the effort, ano ba yung word na sinasabi na inis ko ngayon? Yung parang the conscious effort, there we go, yung conscious effort talaga, mas parang siya yung parang light side, the force, right? So parang kailangan mo mag-gym, kailangan mo mag-exercise, kailangan mong matutunan yung the force, right? Kailangan mo mag-train with Yoda na nasa likod mo. Kailangan i-remind mo constantly sa sarili mo na like parang mas mahirap maging good kaysa bad. Parang yun yung point ko, mas mahirap maging positive. It just takes more energy from you, right? Like it's a conscious effort to be and for most people, right? For some people, sobrang hirap lalo, lalo sa mga may condition of like depression, or may mga taong yung baseline is nasa baba. Okay? Yung kanilang like chemical compounds sa brain is just ito yung default nila. It's nandun sila sa baba. And they do considerable effort. Kailangan may gawin sila even medication or even sometimes drugs or mushroom, weeds, ganun man, para lang mapunta sa normal baseline of like being just gigising ka, inom coffee, ganun, like wala kang quote unquote emotion. Alam mo yun, gets mo ba? Anyway, I'm just babbling right now. Pero ang point ko is just yun, it takes effort. Walang person na like ang baseline is happy lagi. Right? Yun yung point ko. Like, ang point ko is like may effort lagi to like uplift yourself and be quote unquote positive. I have this friend na nagtanong sa akin actually kanina. I wish funny, like sobrang thematic na ang tinanong lang niya, are humans inherently kind? Very cute question. And syempre, nagkaroon kami ng back and forth na konti doon. And napaisip din ako about that, right? Pero, I guess ito yung parang thought ko na hindi ko nasabi kanina, na nasabi ko ngayon, parang, yun, it takes, I think, hindi ko sasagutin yun right now, yung are humans inherently kind? Maybe, typical they are. I feel like hindi tayo inherently kind. Kasi, same dun sa answer ko ngayon, or sa, thesis statement na here na, it takes more effort from an individual to be positive, basically. So yun yung point, like this is just a massive fuel para to create yung maybe happy ending, basically, to push myself to like be more, just do more, do more, be more, basically, right? And I'm really, grabe, what a huge props kayo, Hugh Park and Will Aronson, like super salute. Of course yung cast din, yung crew ng play, yung technical, gusto kong kamayin yung technical director or yung naggumagawa sa tech booth, kasi kaso may kumakausap at yung bago ko lumabas yung tech booth kasi nasa pinakababa, tapos may kinakausap siyang I guess yun nga, kina-congratulate din siya and nagtatanong din yung person about sa pros, kasi like it's just like, kung tingnan nyo sa YouTube legally, kasi nasa YouTube siya, right? So accessible. Kung makikita niyo yung production, it's just very technically complex. As in talagang for such a simple story, they went ham kung paano nila i-present yun, and like it really elevated the material. So gusto ko na siya kausapin, basically like, good job, like congratulations, like I know lahat nung all of this must have taken a lot of like rehearsal effort and like like yung awareness of like every beat ng kabisado mo, lahat talaga, more so than the actors, diba? So I don't know, pero I kind of regretted na hindi ko hinintay na matapos yung usapan, pero at the same time kasi just like, alam mo, emotional zombie ako that time na like yung parang ganun, like in a positive way na like, wow, kailangan ko siya absorb, right? Parang ganun. So like parang wala na ako nung maghintay, kundi naglakad-lakad lang ako bago ako umuwi. At kumain pala ako sa Mido's, best falafel daw sa New York or something, sa food stand. Totoo, ang sarap niya, grabe. Pero yeah, anyway, gusto ko lang sabihin kasi may pila din doon. Saan ka nakakita sa New York na pinipilahan yung food cart? Right? Ibig sabihin na like parang, okay, this food cart is doing something like different than the other food carts, right? And they did. Ang laki ng portions and stuff. Ito yung one of the rare moments na naghahanap ako ng kanin kaysa sa ulam. Like, as in talagang baliktad. Kulang yung kanin kasi ang daming ulam. Parang ganun. Like, ang na-mind blown ako doon nang kinakain ko siya. Parang, naghahanap ako ng kanin. Kulang yung kanin. Parang weird. Anyway, ayun lang. Nag-yap ako for an hour. About something na for most of you, walang kaalam-alam ko nung sinasabi ko right now. Pero ito yung endorsement ko. Basically, kung gusto niyo malaman, again, uulit-ulitin ko lang. OST available sa YouTube. yung cam rip, uh, may yung digital recorded or yung may nag-record na Broadway version nasa YouTube, or yung movie, may movie version ng story, ang dami niyong way para i-access yun, para mapanood niyo kung ano yun. Please, I implore you, hindi to exaggeration, hindi to overhype. Kasi bila ako naging conscious sa sarili ko, in-overhype ko ba? No, hindi ko in-overhype. Hindi ko to siya in-overhype. This is gonna change some lives. Or some lives, kasi hindi ko lang kung change yung life mo. Pero yun lang, it just, tinaas ko lang expectation ko kasi for you guys, mga nakikinig. It's just like parang, it's just that good basically. I can't like say anything enough. That will do it justice until makita nyo kung ano yung sinasabi ko, right? Parang ganun. So, ayun lang. I'm just very, excited for the future. And yun lang. I'm just in a good mood today kasi like, I feel like I'm doing stuff, personal life, behind the scenes, and like parang I feel like bringing positive changes, na I feel like if nag-continue, more positive changes. Pero, in due time, okay? Sasabihin ko to in due time. Hopefully, ma-push ko siya enough kasi I know, etong ginagawa ko is paved with hardships and drama. Yeah, parang sa lagi ko yung line na yun sa commercial sa Cartoon Network yung Adventure Time. Hardships and drama, parang ganoon. So lagi ko nang Anyway, yun lang. Marami pa akong gustong pag-usapan pero I feel like yung boses ko nawawala na. At tutuyo na yung lips ko. And yung hair ko, medyo tuyo na siya, pero basa pa. Alam niyo yun, yung parang ganoon. Ayan. So, magiging better. Every episode, bago yung hairstyle ko. Iba-iba talaga. Wala akong consistent hairstyle. Yun yung consistency, yung inconsistency. Anyway, kailangan ko na to i-wrap up. Kasi I've been like blah, 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 blah. Pero yeah, yun lang. I'm really happy. And I think fuel na I need talaga to like continue this freaking thing I'm doing na... Nasaan ba yun? Ito, papakita ko na lang. There we go. Itong thing I'm doing, ayaw ko na pakita ko na to sa Madlang People or sa Midnight Crisis, right? Yung Pero this thing, right? First draft, basically hawak ko right now yung full script. Tinan mo, dito na ako. Yung full manuscript, yung draft. Very poorly drawn cover ng novel I'm writing, and I feel like nasa second draft ako right now, and I'm yun yung mukha ng person na struggling talaga to revise this. But yun, that's the magic of the second draft, right? Like na put into page mo na siya, na put it out there mo na, naging reality na ang gusto mong sabihin. Now gotta polish. And yeah, considerably more effort pala mentally, and actually mental effort pala to push through. Akala ko every first kasi ang idea ko, sinabi ko to kay Aldous before, ang plano ko is like 1 page per day, i-revise ko siya, that's it. And then at least by the end of the year, second draft is done, or at least parang ganun, like hindi lang pala 1 page kasi of course hindi lang naman 1 page babaguhin mo, kundi yung buong chapter, and then naging buong story na, and then anyway, yun lang, like mas lang ako, nabigyan ng apoy lalo to continue this. Hindi continue to like push myself more para like siya, kasi this will be done, like this is a certainty, hindi to like parang hindi siya when, hindi siya if, it's more of a when, pero expedite lang niya yung more na like, alright, like we're really gonna like push ourselves through this. Anyway, yun lang. Positive stuff, good positive stuff, just like it feels good, light. yung ganong sigh of like, it's good to be alive, man. Yun lang, just listen to the songs, ganon. Again, just listen to the songs, man. Yun lang, at least just listen to the songs. Hindi mo na kailangan manood, pumikit ka lang, just listen to it. You'll get what I mean. Alright, that's it. I've gushed long enough. Marami na akong sinabi long enough na will mean absolutely nothing. At least hindi nyo napapanood. Pero please, I hope you enjoyed listening to me just yap about something na I was really passionate about. And basically, binibenta ko. I'm a salesman. Ako si Spamton sa Delta Road. Like, I'm, selling you para akong, used car salesman. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and or listening. I had fun yapping about this. I hope you, I hope, genuine yun, I hope you had fun listening to me yap about something din na hindi ko sinabi yung beats ng plot, hindi ko sinabi favorite scene ko, wala ko sinabi ganun, like iniwasan ko lahat kasi again, gusto ko lang makita nyo din siya, mapanood nyo, okay? Again, accessible siya sa YouTube. Alright? With the right title and typing words, keywords, mahanap nyo yun. Anyway, yun lang. Thank you guys. And next week, I don't know kung anong episode next week. I guess ganito ulit, maybe yapping session ulit. It's nice na, actually this is nice na mas free ako maging video diary siya for the weekend. At least may, ano siya, you know, may, sabi ko sana conclusion. Pero like, kumbaga may parang time capsule kasi most of the time, pag ako lang mag-isa, parang nahiya ako mag-share masyado or mga ganitong stuff. Pero like ngayon, mas nagiging confident ako mag-yap lang, basically. Mag-yap lang kahit, kasi hindi dati inisip ko. Anyway, yun lang, see, tinan mo? Mas confident ako mag-thought, pumunta yung train of thought ko sa kung ano-anong daan or some shit. Like, whatever, bro. Anyway, yun na. I feel like I need to sleep na. Yun din yun. Kasi pag nirecord ko to gabi. Alright, yun. Wala pa nakalimutan. That's it. Instagram, TikTok, mabubuhay yan eventually. Kailangan talaga mag-lock in sa aking lifey. Alright? And yun lang yan. Actually, tantaba lang gumawa ng clips. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, mabubuhay yan eventually. Okay, please believe me. But for now, thank you for watching and or listening. And yeah, there we go. That's it. Ako paano magbabay. I guess babay na tayo. That's it. It's hard to say goodbye when you're having fun. Pero we need to. Right? We need to sometime. And this is that sometime. And we need to accept that. Oh, balik na kwento. Kwento ko ba? Yeah, gusto ko siya maging part ng time capsule ko. Mabilis lang. Wala kayong paki-hear. Quiet lang na. Secret na natin. So, meron akong friend right now. Kanina lang. Nag-share siya na nagulta ko kasi ang tinype lang niya. Kasi nagkukwento siya about sa relationship issues niya. Hindi ko sabihin yung name, pero kilala mo sino ka. Hindi mo naman ito pinapakinggan. So, okay lang. She's been like having trouble with sa relationship. And kanina, while watching yung isang video ni Curry Barker, yung creator ng Obsession, by the way, kasi I've been delving sa sa comedic channel niya sa YouTube. Bigla nakita ko nag-pop up notification and sabi niya, we ended it na. Basically, like yun yung reklamo, yun yung problema niya this past few days about her relationship. And it's just really sad kasi I don't know, it's just sad lang na ganun yung development. Maybe pwede pa magbago, you never know. Human beings are, I think, especially me being here, like yun yung na-learn ko na finicky, right? Like hindi ones and zeros yung emotions natin. Pwedeng tama yung emotions natin pero mali yung decision. I guess mali decision, like parang or the other way around. Tama yung decision pero maling emotions, right? Like, parang tama naman to. But why does it feel wrong to do this? Parang ganun. So anyway, point ko lang, kaya ko to share is just I don't know. Dahil kasi mag-goodbye na ako. Tapos naisip ko bigla i-share lang yun. Pero yun lang. Yun lang. Yung goodbyes are, hindi siya end of a chapter. It's a start of a new one. Sobrang baduy. Sobrang cheesy. Shoot me in the face. Ba't ko sinabi yun genuinely? Na walang, hindi siya ironic. Pero yan, pero nandun yung point ng word, right? Kahit na ang cliche na ng line na yun na, it's the beginning of a new chapter. It's a new beginning, sabi nga nila. Pero, it ends and it begins again. Batman begins again. Okay, I gotta end this. I'm just prolonging the goodbye. So, I'll cut it off here. Kailangan natin for each other, for our personal growth. That's it. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And I'll see you guys again next week. Bye. Mwah.